I've recently uploaded a video which was based on colour slides when I went to Scotland, well when we went to Scotland in a little mini club in the state, and all the pictures in that video were originally on slides. And there was another one I did previously about some of my earliest colour photographs. And there's been one or two inquiries as to how I transfer a picture on the slide to be able to compile it as a video for YouTube. So I thought I'd show how I do it. I think a lot of it depends on the kind of camera you've got. I'm using an older one here to record this to show you my current camera, which is a Canon with a 40 times zoom. Which is an excellent camera. I use that for everything, for videos, for stills, and the quality of the pictures are quite good, and I can slip it in my pocket so it's always with me. I previously used to have a Panasonic which looked rather similar, it's the same sort of physical size. That was a TX90. I had the 70 and various other versions of it. And in every case I've been able to use that to photograph the slide using this little cardboard jig that I made up. What it is, it's something that allows you to insert a slide in there and position your camera here in such a position as to be able to photograph the slide. Let's just try one at random. What's this? Put the slide in there. No idea what I'm going to try and copy. There we are. And you can actually focus on it and actually take us a picture. And then of course each time you've done that you're going to have a collection of prints here in your camera which allow you to assemble them in a normal manner for YouTube. Put that one back. What was it again? This is 4K2 number 6. This is the logbook I've always kept since I started taking slides. When did I start? July 61. So I'm looking for 6 on 4K2. Oh, that was yeah, the French ship the Falaise. I did manage to get over to France as a schoolboy. And that was a picture of the Falaise, the ship that took me over to Saint Malo. Anyway, that's not relevant to what I'm going to do today. I thought I'd assemble a collection of slides back in some sort of time period. I think it was 62. Yeah, October, November 61, when I got my very first car, which was a Messerschmitt, a bubble car. It was a bit unusual that I went from a motor scooter to a bubble car, and in those days you could drive a bubble car with a scooter license. Didn't have to take another test. So the Messerschmitt was very convenient for me. So if I get together all the little pictures of just around the time when I got this first car, 6K2 number 11 as a start. 6K2 number 11. There he is. I'll put that one in there. So this is all home built. It's just cardboard from various sources. And I marked on here where the camera has to sit. In fact, this is still marked out for the TZ90. Is that the one I'm using now? Is this a TZ90? Yeah, this is from my former camera, the one that's actually taken these pictures. And if I position that where those marks are, from there, that shows me roughly where I've got to get it to be able to take the picture. You've got to watch out reflections because they can spoil the picture. For example, there's a bit of reflection there. Got to position this so there's enough reflected light to illuminate the slide and not have too much distortion due to reflections and the like. I'll just take that picture. Says he. Oh, I got it. Yeah, of course I've got it in a video mode, so I'm going to switch off the video mode. Take the picture as a still. Well, that's how the camera looks when it's in the right position. It's a slightly different position for that Canon to the Panasonic, but you can see the lens is very close to the slide. As long as you've got enough reflective light, it will make, and you can adjust this, of course, exactly right, and make as many photographs as you like, and then combine them in the normal way for YouTube. And then when you finish that one, you turn off your camera, remove the slide, and find the next. Here's the next one. Simply position that in this little holder. I always tend to blow off any static fluff there might be, because sometimes it can leave a mark on the picture. And we'll actually take it with this camera again. So it doesn't have to be my latest type, it can be an early one, as long as you can focus in close enough. Yeah, the next slide. It wasn't a brand new Messerschmitt, I think it was a couple of years old, but very good value. I was going to trade in my scooter to get it, but in the end I kept the scooter as well, so I had the best of both worlds. There was my Messerschmitt. Then the other end of this lineup of scooters. I was still a member of the Bristol Scooter Club, the Continentals, at that time. In fact, the three-wheelers, we had several people changed to three-wheelers to Heinkels and Isettas. There's a Heinkel in the back there, back right, and they proved to be very useful when you got to the end of your club runs that we had every Sunday or so, for people to leave the crush helmets and things and gloves, but we enjoyed the destination we went to. This gives you an idea of the time period. They were still building the Tamar Bridge then, junction between Plymouth and Cornwall, across the River Tamar. So I was in the car park. Yeah, there was my Dayton Continental scooter I had at the time. fact, I kept that for many years, even after I'd sold the Messerschmitt eventually. But those were fun times with the Messerschmitt. So much so that I restored another one in the 80s. Sadly, I had to sell it when we got into some economic problems, but it was a great little vehicle, and it's good for me to look back at those happy times. Anyway, I could go on talking about this all the time. You don't want to see any more, probably. You've seen the system that's used here, and the cardboard is very simple to acquire. I think the cereal packets, and you can lash one of these up very quickly, simply, and then you've got a collection of slides on prints in your camera, which you put into your editing program, and then upload it to YouTube. So once all the slide copies have been made, take out the memory card, pop it in your computer, in my case certainly open Movie Maker. Which presently seems a little bit reluctant to open. Typical when you're trying to make a film. Here it comes. And then you go input from device, and you'll get a great selection of stills to assemble together to make a video.